afternoon, Mr. Cotton.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Does defense counsel have any objection to conducting this proceeding by video?
We have no objection.
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're here for a post-conviction motion. Ms. Newman, would you like to proceed?
Sure. Thank you, Your Honor, very much. Today has been, today is really a remarkable day in many respects, especially in light of the pandemic and everything that's going on in the world. But I'm happy to report that the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office has joined with counsel for Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion. We have had an ongoing investigation that has extended for, I think, 2 years or so to determine whether or not there was merit to both of these gentlemen's claims of innocence. During the course of that investigation, I want to say to both Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion that your defense attorneys, and by attorneys also, I mean the defense teams, including investigator Julianne Cuneo, have been really phenomenal. This has really been a true collaboration with everybody working together to get to the truth and to achieve justice. And so through that, we have uncovered some, actually a lot of information that indicated that one of the police officers who was integral to this case did not provide significant information to the prosecutor, and therefore the prosecutor did not have any of that information to provide to the defense. And as a result, the trials were lacking in integrity, fundamentally unfair, and we cannot trust the verdicts. So on behalf of the prosecutor's office, we are asking the court to vacate the convictions and sentences. I'm assuming I'm kind of doing this together, Judge. Vacate the convictions and sentences for both Mr. Legion and Mr. Cotton, and also enter an order that dismisses the charges against them. So there will be no retrial. And in Mr. Cotton's case, he will be eligible for immediate release from the Michigan Department of Corrections. And in Mr. Legion's case, he will be immediately eligible for parole from the Michigan Department of Corrections. And other than thanking the defense teams for working with us so closely, I want to thank the judge. I want to thank Your Honor for, you've been very patient. This case has been on your docket a long time. But these cases do take a tremendous amount of work and a tremendous amount of digging. And I can think of no better purpose than actually getting to the truth and taking the time to allow us to let this process work itself out so that we could uncover what we were able to uncover. So I want to thank the court for its patience. And I want to thank Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion. We've had multiple meetings with them. And I think maybe at times, especially Mr. Cotton might have been a little perturbed with us. But everything we do is for a reason, and we have to probe deeply, you know, to try and figure out how to get to the truth. So I just want to thank everyone for their patience as we work through this process, and I think today shows that it was time well spent.
All right, Ms. Newman, my clerk, who is always as observant as ever, noticed that we did lose Mr. Legion in the middle of while you were speaking. So let me just in the waiting room. Oh, Mr. Legion, can you state your name for the record?
Mr. Anthony Tyrone Legion.
Okay, I'm sorry, we lost you for a second there.
Yes.
How much of that were you able to hear, Mr. Legion? Can you tell us? We didn't see
Excuse me?
How much of the proceeding here today were you able to hear before you got cut off?
Valerie Newman was just opening up with her presentation.
Okay. All right. If you would just summarize quickly some of your points, Ms. Newman, for Mr. Legion, that would be great. Thank you.
I'd be happy to. So I want to make a special point of thanking both defense teams. This was really a cooperative effort to get to the truth. I think that all of us working together was, in a collaborative fashion, allowed us to find things that none of us would have found individually, because we had a lot more brain power thinking about things and looking at things and combing through what is a really kind of a massive amount of information. From Mr. Legion, I was just saying that your defense team, Catherine and Julianne, who's the investigator, they did a tremendous amount of work and really helped out a lot. So I wanted to acknowledge that on behalf of the prosecutor's office, as well as for Mr. Cotton, all the work that Ms. Dunn did. And I know it's been a long time in coming, and I know it's been frustrating at times, the amount of time that this process takes, but I want to thank you and Mr. Cotton, the court, and the attorneys, everybody, for working together through this process, which can sometimes be frustrating, but here we are today, getting to the truth, getting to justice, vacating your convictions, and so, just that's a quick summary of everything I said, I think.
Thank you, Ms. Newman. Ms. Dunn, would you like to say anything on behalf of Mr. Cotton?
Mr. Cotton and I just want to thank the Conviction Integrity Unit and Val Newman in particular for all of her hard work. I really feel she led this whole enterprise, and we've been as patient as we could be, and we knew that they would come to the right decision, and it's just such a great day to hear that being done.
Marcuse, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Legion?
Yes, Your Honor. This moment is the culmination of the concerted efforts of many people over a long period of time, many of whom are here today. Mr. Legion and I are very thankful to the CIU for the tremendous amount of work they did in this case and for opening up new doors to justice. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion, today is a day that you've been waiting for a very, very long time. And I know it's a day that you probably feared may never come. But thanks to the hard work of your defense attorneys and everyone involved in the Conviction Integrity Unit at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, today is the day to finally publicly declare your innocence of the charges of which you were convicted in this case. By signing the orders that have been presented to me, your convictions and sentences in this case, the charges against you in this case are hereby dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Cotton is entitled to immediate release from the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections, and the court will enter an order to that effect. Do either of you, Mr. Cotton or Mr. Legion, have anything you'd like to say? You don't have to. I just want to give you an opportunity if you'd like to.
Yes, I'd like to thank the efforts of the CIU for a comprehensive investigation, everybody involved, the State Appellate Defender's Office, who has been a major factor in bringing justice today. They've represented me for nearly 19 years, relentlessly, and hard work and dedication. So I definitely want to thank Sato and my attorney, Catherine Marcus, who's been exceptional, Julianne Cuneo, Jonathan Sachs, and all the other investigators and attorneys that has played an intricate component in seeking my victory here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Legion. Mr. Cotton, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would like to thank the Conviction Integrity Unit. I believe that what they've done, not only in this case, but other cases, is they've established themselves as being a pillar of justice reform. And I'd like to thank both teams and everybody that put work in, my attorney, and everybody that believed in us and didn't give up on us, and sought out the things that we've been telling them since day one. And things have finally came together, and I'd like to thank the court and everybody involved. Thank you.
I would also like to recognize the years of hard work and dedication put into this case by Ms. Dunn and her team, Ms. Marcoux and her team, and by Ms. Newman and her team in the Integrity Unit at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, who, in their relentless efforts to achieve justice for Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion. I commend you all for the work you've done in this case, and I hope you will continue to do more who are similarly situated to these two defendants. So thank you all very much for your work. Mr. Cotton and Mr. Legion, I wish you both the best of luck in your futures.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Get these orders over to the Michigan Department of Corrections right away.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.